Ah, I like it. Cubbies, baby.
We're here this year.
Hello and welcome to Just the Tip. I hope you got it all the way in, but if you just got it in a little bit and she pulled it out, that still counts. This is our first video of Miyo's Fantasy League. I'm Pierce Flanders, your commissioner, by the way, and my co-host Graham Hoynes is here with me,
Hello.
as he will always be.
You're
And,
now on Moose Time.
We're on Moose Time. No telling how long or short or late or whatever this could be. I don't know how you
Well,
can be.
we always know what's going to be in the right hand.
And that's a Miller Lite, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited for our first video, though. Go ahead and tell them what we're going to be doing, or I guess I'll do that. We're going to be doing,
You got all the thoughts, bro. I'm just here for the looks.
yes, that's very true. He's a very handsome young man. That was a little gay. We're going to be going over acquisitions, recent activity, mainly going over our draft grades. We averaged what everybody, well, 6 league members averaged what they thought would be the top 1 through 9 teams. Didn't vote on themselves.
Excluding yourself, because if you vote on yourself, it's a little biased. So we try to keep that out of it.
Yes, a little bias. So we'll be going over that, just going over some stuff that happened at the draft, talking about who's going to be good, who's not going to be good. We're going to be doing matchups, our week 1 matchups, rivalry week. Like,
Week 1 predictions as well.
exactly. Like I'm playing Andrew.
Good rivalry week, too. Me and Dave, Andrew and Pierce. I think it's Taylor and Will.
Taylor and Will, yeah.
We got Jared and Davis, and then who's the last one?
Dave and Graham, me and Andrew, and
Grant. Who's Grant playing?
Davis
Grant
and-
and Dakin. Grant and Dakin.
Davis and Jared.
Which we won't talk too much about Taylor tonight because he's leaving us for Charleston. We're a little butthurt about that still. Maybe he'll change his mind though. Who knows?
We hope so. How much can you chill and smoke weed in Charleston?
Right.
Well,
I mean,
probably just as much, if not more.
Tiff went back to Clemson and Pierce didn't move up there. So
funny. You even got a chuckle out of Sarah from the couch over there on that one. But our name of our series of videos is Just the Tip. It's sex, service industry. It all makes sense, you know.
20%.
Kind of catchy. Nobody's gonna forget Just the Tip. It's a
Right.
fun game to play in the bedroom if you never tried it.
That's the only game Pierce plays in the bedroom. Just for a second. Just to see how it feels.
It counts. If it gets in, it counts.
Alright, before we go into the rankings and all that fun stuff, just want to say I'm happy that like 90% of people showed up for the draft. Davis and Jared, I understand that a computer video game is more important than hanging out with your friends and drinking awesome beer, so that's fun. I appreciate it, guys.
They were obviously jacking off and whatever. Trey was.
Andrew came here, and Andrew brought a +1. Jacob Corsi.
Oh, that was great. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
He had
He was looking super cute too. I think he was wearing a Brave shirt,
he had a
like
Brave shirt on.
skin tie. I mean, he's in the military now. So his muscles are a little.
They're there, yeah.
Don't get jealous, dude. Like your muscles look good too. What am I trying to say?
Trey was there too. Or Trey was not there. He was probably had to shoot guns the next morning or go.
Trey was actually sleeping.
Try to like catch a catfish, or he had like some stuff. He's probably rolling his eyes right now at home watching this. I'm like, Trey, everything's stupid. But just
No.
kidding, Trey, love you. But
Alright,
but yeah, it was a great turnout.
we're very happy everybody turned out. But before we go into all the rankings, I want to talk about some of the off-season moves that everybody made. First of all, I made a few moves. Me and Will Collins in our league, we became good friends. Respect you a lot, buddy. He made a lot of moves on a lot of different very hot females. I feel like everybody in Columbia knows him at this point as far as girls go.
Slinging weed. You need something, give him a call.
Slinging weed, slinging dick, essentially, is what we're trying to say. Grant, fucking childhood friend. He's in my fantasy league now.
High as shit. All draft did not move from the chair.
Right.
Much props.
Yeah, exactly. Much
Much
props.
props, can you
People
say
didn't
that?
put him as
Much
high on the
props.
rankings, but we'll get to that here in a little
Don't be
bit.
butthurt by that, Greg. Don't
Yeah,
worry about that.
it's the opinion of a few people. It's not a big deal, but
People rating me
it
first.
probably
Who
like we're not all
cares?
stupid though. It probably is a big deal. Andrew
Way to make me feel better.
moved into his grandparents' place out in West Columbia. Very nice. We look forward to having a couple draft watchings, not draft, fantasy Sunday watchings out there.
Andrew's making some moves. His house is very nice on the other side of town there. What other league members have been making changes? Like we said, Taylor's going to Charleston.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
like. Yeah, that's not a thing.
I didn't even say it.
Jared and Bailey are about to move in together. Davis went to fucking Winsboro, like left us all in the trenches taking grenades. Who else we got? We got fucking Dave is about to be driving now, and Trey has his own fucking truck.
FORD, Ford truck, baby.
Everybody's growing up on us, man, and we're sitting here doing
I got a
fantasy
new
football
job.
videos.
I got a new job flying
Oh.
drones. Young Drone is my rap name. If
That's
you're
right,
interested in
man.
that.
I didn't mean to steal your thunder on that one. Explain to everybody. No one really knows what you're doing. We just think that like we don't even fucking know. We're all just speculating. So just explain to them what you're doing before we
Andrew's
get into
convinced
that.
I kill little children for the government. But no, I'm a drone technician. Is my
light break.
is my job title. Nobody cares about me anyway. Let's just move on. I'm fixing drones, making 15 an hour doing that stuff. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. I know y'all are.
That means.
I know it's kind of hard to explain. I don't feel like getting into it. This is fantasy football. It was cute to touch on our personal life for a couple minutes, but let's get back to the real nitty gritty here. I think we should talk about Graham added A. Royal from the waivers. Our
The
first
only move.
our first
so far,
waiver
by the way.
claim off the waivers. It's our first move that's been made. He added A. Royal, who might have a big year because
Half of you don't know who this is, so let me break it down. The Bears, you all knew Alshon is fucking champ. He's their number one receiver now. They don't have Brandon Marshall anymore. And Alshon balled out as the number 2, so I'm thinking Ed Roll is the number 2. He's going to kick ass. Moving on, though. What do we have?
we're gonna go into the
Rankings?
the draft. Yeah, the rankings, because everybody kind of picked who they thought would be good this year and ordered it, and we just averaged it. It doesn't really mean much, but it kind of gives you an idea where we think everybody's going to stand this year. It's hard to predict right now, but what do we have here? Everybody thinks I'm first. Averaged out.
On that one, 5 people voted on this. Actually, 6. And every single person put Pierce as number 1.
Not.
And we'll do this draft grade here in a minute.
They do.
I like it. I would have voted someone else number 1. We'll get into that in a minute, but I couldn't. Alright.
You would have voted yourself, but my 3 guys. I'm the number 1. My three core of my team is Adrian Peterson, Odell Beckham Jr., and Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Number 2 seems to be Graham. People voted Graham. His 3 guys are Matt Forte, Julio Jones, and Jeremy Hill. Those are his 3 core guys. Number 3, people voted Davis. Davis to come in third. Davis's 3 core guys are Jamal Charles, Aaron Rodgers, and Emmanuel Sanders, which sounds great. Those are three very, very powerful
Now, when
players.
we're saying core guys, we're just trying to sum it up in a faster manner because
It's just
a lot of the
players,
draft
that's all it is.
grades, or as far as how people ranked, wasn't just essentially based on your top 3 guys. Because a lot of people after that pick shitty people. Like some people, I mean, it's easy to pick in the first 3 rounds because everybody's fucking good. There's teams out there like Dave that has a lot of depth, so you have to look further into it. But we'll get into that whenever we do our draft grades for every team.
Number 4 was Jared. Jared's 3 guys are Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, and AJ Green, which are very, very solid. Everybody has pretty much has solid guys, but those kind of stand out. Andrew was 5th. I mean, these guys could either way. Andrew has a great team. I mean, he has C.J. Anderson, Demarius Thomas, and Lamar Miller, who had a great year last year. and he is with the Dolphins this year. We were poised to have a spectacular season. So he's ranked 5th, but I mean, come on, he's a good team too. Same with Dave. Dave is number 6. He has Antonio Brown, DeMarco Murray, and Randall Cobb as his 3 workhorses there. Those look really good. Number 7th was Trey, who drafted the All-Graham team. His 3 guys are Rob Gronkowski, Drew Brees, and Alshon Jeffrey. Graham would have drafted all 3 of those guys. Yeah, go back and make sure it's still working.
Oh, good.
It was like skipping or something.
You sure?
Next we have Taylor at number 8. Taylor's 3 guys are Eddie Lacy, Peyton Manning, and Mark Ingram. Number 9, I don't know if it's because they're noobs, but Grant and Will were voted very, very low. Don't take it personal, guys. Just do your thing. You know, y'all were voted very low. I don't know why, but maybe because Wild Wings. I don't know. Miyo's all the way. But Will was voted number 9. He has Des Bryant, Andrew Luck as his main guys. And Grant is an overwhelming very popular last place pick. His 3 guys are Le'Veon Bell, Jimmy Graham, and Russell Wilson. Danger. So those are some good guys too. It's gonna be fun. But I think we should just jump right into draft grades. We'll go for our first. Let's put my phone here. That's our first.
What you got? Let's do random. Fuck it. I wanted to start with Taylor because I'm still mad at him about the whole moving away thing. So
Taylor, yeah, for sure.
So Taylor's a draft genius now because he was in a fantasy league last year, and he had to ask Raymond like 4 weeks through to set his lineup for him, but he's above me on better than everybody else. Having said all that, I think Raymond, having a soft spot for Taylor for letting him do that, said that Taylor was one of the best 5 teams in the league. So we'll look at his lineup and see what we're doing. He was voted 8th by our fellow Miyo's Fantasy League members, so we'll see how that holds up. What we got?
And you got Peyton Manning, Eddie Lacy, Mark Ingram, Julian Edelman, and Jordan Matthews. There's 2 wide receivers.
Pause right there. All right, so the first 3, potential Mark Ingram I'm a little hesitant about.
Eddie Lacy I like.
Oh, obviously you like Eddie Lacy. Julian Edelman and Jordan Matthews. 2 things. First of all, they both sound like they're going to have great seasons. Fantasy, Matthew Berry, all those queefers, like they think that sounds great. The reality is Julian Edelman's about to be a number 1 wide receiver on the Patriots. So having said that, he's not going to be the queef like number 3 guy gets all the bullshit yards. Now he's going to get guarded by the number 1 defensive back. He's going to get shut down. Gronk's going to take all the fucking yards because Gronk's the man on that team. Trey will get to you in a minute. Fucking love that pick. Jordan Matthews, I liked it until I remembered that it's the Eagles, and it doesn't fucking matter in Chip Kelly's mind who the hell gets any of the points on that team.
We don't have Jeremy Maclin anymore. I love Jordan Matthews.
Oh,
I think it's a great pick. They're going to score a bunch of points, and he is a sophomore. He had a great rookie season. Now he's used to it. The nerves are gone. I think he's going to have a good, really, really good, solid season.
But there's 3 other receivers that can get the same points because it doesn't matter like in that offense.
They might not be as good as him, though, dude. I think he's going to have a really good year. But we'll see.
We'll agree to disagree on that one. Taylor, Pierce likes you. I don't. We'll see how that ends up working out.
Yeah, I like it, Taylor. I like your team. But Jason Witten, it kind of sucks. But he also does have Jeremy Maclin, too, which is good.
Jeremy Maclin, I overlooked that, but he's also on the Chiefs.
I'm going to give Taylor a B-, something like that, somewhere around there, you know.
I'm going to give Taylor a C+, and don't get me wrong, you have a good chance to make the playoffs because the bottom 4 to 5 is still up in the air. I'm just not sold on your receivers. Now, I like the Peyton Manning pick and the running back, so maybe that'll carry you.
All right, next is Davis Outlaw. He's got Aaron Rodgers, Jamal Charles, Justin Forsett, Emmanuel Sanders, Andre Johnson, Dwayne Allen, Jarvis Landry, and Miami D, Justin Tucker, first kicker. I like it. Aaron Rodgers, Jamal Charles, Justin Forsett. Baltimore's going to pound the ball. Man.
This is Davis' team?
Davis Outlaw, yeah.
Yes.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
I love Andre Johnson in Indianapolis. That's looking good. Jarvis Landry, I mean, that could be cool. But he's got Amari Cooper on the bench, too.
Davis, I don't know if this is your first year playing fantasy, but if
I'm going to give him an A on that one for sure.
I'll give him a solid A.
I like that.
He's
predicted third in our rankings, too. So
I thought he was auto-drafting the first, 4 picks?
But he wasn't. He was waiting till the last second, making an educated pick. That's what we've understood.
It's up in the air. There's speculation on that, I feel like.
No, he was making the picks.
It's up in the air. But either way, we respect it, and it's going to be fun playing you in the playoffs, hopefully.
Moving on to, let's go Grant, who everybody thinks is going to be awful and suck. But I think he might do all right because, Russell Wilson, Jonathan Stewart, Bishop Sankey, Deshaun Jackson, Golden Tate, Jimmy Graham, Torrey Smith. He's got some holes.
See what everybody's forgetting, go to his bench. Everybody's forgetting he's got Le'Veon Bell. If Arian Foster comes back week 5 like they think he will, then Grant's going to shock the whole league.
He could definitely win some games.
Grant's team is either you're going to the playoffs, having a good time, shitting on everybody else because they shut on you, or you're just going to prove every single person right and maybe win 2 games.
I owned Golden Tate last year. He got a lot of yards, but he only had 4 touchdowns. But yeah, I think there's potential here for sure. I'm going to give you a C, but C minus.
I'm going to give you a B minus because this is your first time. I don't know if it's your first fantasy league.
We don't play that. I mean, it's just you look at this. I don't care about experience. Look at the squad and give them a grade.
But your bench, I like your bench a lot. You're taking a lot of chances. I respect that, so I'm gonna give you a B minus.
Next, we have Jared. I love Jared's team here. Big Ben. He's got Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, AJ Green, Brandon Cooks, who everybody under the sun thinks is going to have a great year. Martellus Bennett, great tight end. Watkins at the flex. I don't really like Watkins, but
I don't either.
That's just because we're biased. Yeah, a lot of people think he's going to be good.
No, he's on the Bills. That's it. I like Amari Cooper too, but
the Bills are looking flashy in the preseason, though.
Yeah, but that's why it's the preseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give Jared a minus for sure, or A. He had a really good draft. I like his team for sure. I mean, he's got Rashad Jennings on the bench. Roddy White, those guys, but I like Jared's team.
Jared gets an A. His Charles Johnson pick was one of my favorite picks of the draft, and it was auto-picked.
Charles Johnson.
And I love talking about it. And if he ends up being a stud, we gotta get fucked up one night and laugh about it because
Charles Johnson.
I don't think anybody thinks that guy's gonna do shit.
God, we are avoiding Charles Johnson like Jade avoids organic foods in that one, but maybe, who knows? Maybe the experts know something we don't.
Like Jade avoids fucking busting tables.
Yes. God, or Jake now.
Yeah, essentially.
Jesus. Man, Jake really grew his sack and went and talked to her. All right. Andrew.
Private Room Heroes.
Private Room Heroes. First cut. Hopefully it's not first cut. I don't know.
Out of the fantasy league. Yeah, I see where you're going there.
Okay, thanks for the credit.
That's good.
Tony Romo, love it. I love Tony Romo more than most people love their daughters. But C.J. Anderson, beast. Lamar Miller, great year. Demaryius Thomas, amazing. Hopkins, which Andrew always finds a way to get this guy somehow. I always feel that. But I'm not big on Hopkins, but he's gonna be good. And I love Randall. I mean, Cowboys have a stellar O-line. Randall is gonna be good if he doesn't get hurt or doesn't get carries taken from him. Because if he just gets the ball handed off, it's just like Moses walking through the. I mean, they're just separating the hole there. He can just walk through that hole with that O-line, just like DeMarco Murray did last year in Dallas.
He's got Martavis Bryant too, which is a good pick, but he's going to be suspended for a few games. He's a bench. I like Yeldon. I like Cole. I like Tevin Coleman. I like Victor Cruz. All right, overall, I think his team. I would say that either you're gonna win the whole damn thing or you're gonna get fourth, like I have you ranked in preseason. The reason why I put you fourth was that there's too many guys that I just don't trust. I still don't trust Lamar Miller yet. I don't trust DeAndre Hopkins yet, which is two guys that
I
like.
trust Lamar Miller. I think he's gonna have a good year.
I do too, but like it's kind of like Carlos Hyde to me. Like prove it first. Like
Yeah.
be awesome, and then I'll believe you.
I mean, hey, hey.
You got, yeah. I mean, there's a couple guys on that team that it's just,
All right.
do I trust them or do I not? So
Team Ryan, Dave Ryan. Dave, yes sir, thank you. We got Cam Newton. He got Cam really late. He's been very vocal about that. He waited super long for Cam. DeMarco Murray, Alfred Morris, Antonio Brown, Randall Cobb, Jordan Cameron as a tight end. Should be a stellar athlete. We'll see. I mean, he should put up numbers, but like goodness, he hasn't yet. I don't know why. We'll see. It's a wait and see thing for him. Keenan Allen for San Diego. I mean, that's Packers D. I like Dave's squad. Nothing like crazy, something that blow you away, but I mean, I like it. I think he's gonna have a good team. I give him a B for the draft. Randall Cobb, dangerous. Randall Cobb and Antonio Brown, those are two stellar wide receivers. If DeMarco Murray does anything remotely close to what he did last year, I would be incredibly worried about Alfred Morris, though.
Dave took a chance. He went taking the two stud receiver route instead of staying away from running backs for a minute.
Well, we got DeMarco Murray, but yeah, Alfred Morris could hurt him.
Did he get DeMarco Murray above Randall Cobb? I guess so. Either way, like he went and took he waited for the quarterback, and it's kind of what I did. He's got those four players that can carry you. So Dave, I think, in my opinion, whether it's the sixth best team, he'll make the playoffs. His season's gonna rely on Cam Newton coming out strong, and you have to find that one other guy. Keenan Allen could be it, but in that San Diego Chargers offense, they're always good, but there's never oh my God, since LT, there's never been that guy I want to pick on my fantasy team. So
Keenan Allen, 91 fantasy points last year, projected for a lot more. Projections are bullshit.
I like Keenan Allen. I would have drafted him if someone were when Dave picked him, but that's kind of a good bench guy. You gotta give me a better flex.
He's so young though. Last year was his second year. He had a breakout rookie season two seasons ago. I mean, I think
we'll see. Yeah,
he has a big upside.
Definitely big chance to make the playoffs. After that, it's going to depend a lot on unknowns, but that's why we play fantasy.
Moving on, we don't want to bore y'all to death. We're going to go to Trey Comer, God Hates Jags, which you informed me is a 90s rap group that I was unaware of. God Hates Jags, I don't really get it.
It was God Hates Fags. It was
okay, Jags, Fags.
Yeah, you're the pun master. You should.
I know, I'm just not aware of that stuff, but of that group. But he's got Drew Brees, solid. Right. Frank Gore, Chris Ivory. I like Frank Gore in Indy like crazy, but I don't know about as your number one running back. I would be kind of worried, but I mean I think he had a really good year. Chris Ivory sucks. I don't know. I mean a Jets running back, you can't have a Jets running back. That's scary. He's gonna have a couple good games. I mean he always does, but just having a Jets running back is scary. Chris Ivory himself. Big bowling ball guy. He's pretty good, but I don't know. Jets running backs statistically are not consistent at all. Gronkowski, though, man. Hats off on Gronkowski. You got Steve Smith Sr., Alshon Jeffrey. Solid. Shane Vereen's got question marks as a starter for you.
Ooh, let me take over. Because Trey's team I was most excited about talking about.
Go for it.
By the way, Dave's team, how Dave's team was voted, he had an 8th in league, 5th in league, 6th in league, 3rd in league, and 8th in league. Like I was saying, Dave could either be low-level playoff team, maybe not even, or fucking awesome. No one knows. But wanted to mention that.
So it could be good, bad, kind of in the middle. It could be anything.
He was the only one that was all over the board like that. Everybody else kind of voted people pretty consistently.
I think Dave's gonna be good.
Yeah. With Trey, I thought. For the first 5 to 6, and even in the later rounds, I thought that he hacked into my computer, looked at our other league that we have, and was just looking at the picks that I made because he drafted such a Graham team. So it's hard for me to pick against Trey because he picked like all these players that I like. And in our other league, I want to say that I'm going to do well, but everyone else says I'm not. So if you're going on 9 other people's opinions, Trey's team's going to suck. But I have the utmost confidence in you because Gronk's awesome.
It is
Fucking
really
Breeze
weird.
is awesome. Everybody that you have, I think, is awesome.
Anybody that knows that Graham or has been in a fantasy league with Graham in the past, Trey drafted Graham's team. It's really, utterly just, it's scary how many players he picked. Nothing really pops out for Trey's team.
I mean,
it's just like,
honestly-
wow. I mean, his running backs, Chris Ivory, Shane Vereen,
He's
Frank
gonna have
Gore,
to find somebody else.
maybe,
Frank Gore's gonna
like-
be all right. The thing is with Trey though,
to win this league, you have to have staple, solid running backs. Like a DeMarco. Not DeMarco. But you have to have solid running backs.
Steve Smith Sr. is gonna ball this year. It's his last year in the league.
I know, but how can you rival Steve Smith with Demaryius Thomas? You know, like, I don't know. Like, his team will be all right. Hopefully, he can do some waiver wire stuff and figure something out. I know he's going to be on it though. He's going to be all added out, looking up stats every day. So I got a lot of faith in him.
I mean, honestly, if you let Stephanie take over, she was teaching me stats the other day about how the pylon works. So I
Okay,
mean, like
alright.
shit, like maybe she can draft a better team than we can. I don't even know.
Oh man, full moon. All
Full
right.
moon, bro. Full moon.
Moving on, we got here. Who else we got? Let's go ahead and breeze through this and talk a little bit and end this thing here. We got Will Collins, right hook Ray.
Don't know what that means, but I like it.
I like. Sounds cool. Bump and runs, the logo. Andrew Luck, fantastic. Giovanni Bernard, question marks. He doesn't really get the ball near the goal line.
He's the backup running back on Cincinnati.
And you don't want him to be your starter. Melvin Gordon is his starter.
Great pick.
Unproven.
Great pick.
Unproven, upside like crazy. I think he could be really, really fucking good. But he has Des Bryant as his number 1 wide receiver.
That's easy. That was a good one. That was easy.
Brandon Marshall, receiver for the Jets. Again,
He's
Jets.
on the Jets. Yeah, that's all you gotta say about that.
But
Like,
he's a stud. He's a stud.
He's just he wasn't even that great the last couple years. He was on the Bears though.
He was pretty good. He was all right. He has an amazing one.
There's a reason why Alshon Jeffrey's like the guy there.
But he's got Mike Evans though. I didn't see that. Mike Evans, baby. So Mike Evans, Des Bryant.
I like
Solid
Mike
as
Evans better
fuck.
before
Brandon Marshall,
Jameis
that's a great
Winston.
third wide
I like
receiver.
Mike Evans better before Jameis Winston got there. Like Mike Lennon at least is just gonna
I
throw
don't
it
know
out
why.
to him.
I don't know why everybody's so down on Will. I think Will's gonna have a good team. I mean, if Melvin Gordon pans out, I'm worried about Gio.
Does he have a backup running back for him though?
Yeah, he's got Joik Bell. What are we talking about?
Oh my God, Joik Bell.
Yeah,
That's like the fakest thing I've ever heard, dude.
dude, Joik Bell for the Lions. He's gonna have a.
God, no.
I think he's gonna. Oh, he's definitely got to start Joik Bell over Giovanni Bernard.
No, he's gonna start him, but Amir Abdullah is gonna take the fucking starting spot in week 2.
Maybe he's a rookie. You don't know that. He's gonna be good. Amir Abdullah's gonna be good.
If you start Trey Mason and you're starting line, like
He's got Alfred Blue.
I like Alfred, like you have like Graham players in there. If you can insert Graham players, like you have a chance to win some games.
Okay, I like Wilson.
Joik
too.
Bell is completely fake.
Are we
though.
stopping the letter grades? I give him a B for. B minus. There's some holes there, but he can make something happen. He put some effort into it.
I'm
for
sorry,
sure.
Trey's team I give a B plus
I
because
give
that
Trey's
was
a
fun.
C minus.
Dave's team I
Sorry.
give
T.
Dave I'll give a solid B, and Will's team I'll give you a C plus. Honestly, fuck that. I'll give Will's team a B minus just because it's the first time doing it.
Let's
He got
Let's not go over our team. Let's
he
just do
signed
the
up
Bears.
like right in the last minute.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
fucking
controversy.
clutch.
Goodness gracious. Well, that wasn't clutch. He signed up twice and I deleted his team. We just
Well,
sent him.
honestly, Pierce came in the clutch there because we thought that we were gonna be stuck drafting the next day, and that shit would have sucked because we had everybody in the same room for once.
Everybody thought I fucked up the
ready.
Wi-Fi so I could get good players and shit. That was funny.
Yeah, there was a point in the draft. Well, like,
They thought
let's
that,
pause. No, I got you. Like, all right, so midway through the draft, we're getting ready to like prime time. Like after all, like the easy players are off the board, and the Wi-Fi goes out. And Taylor had just commented on that like 5 minutes before, like y'all had the best Wi-Fi ever. Like you should thank your you should thank the apartment complex. And I know for a fact Pierce heard that and was like, ooh, like. how can I fuck their lineup up? And I had Devontae Adams in mind. Wi-Fi goes out. I get auto-drafted 2 picks. We're trying to figure out how to fix it. Pierce goes up and he's like, oh, I just switched over to fucking whatever you call it.
What?
And then Devontae Adams. I'm stuck with fucking... I mean, I didn't get bad picks.
I was
but
falling asleep and I was like, oh, Devontae Adams, I want that guy.
told Pierce, TPM, bro.
Okay.
TPM.
But yeah, that's our draft grades for everyone. Then we go into matchups. This is gonna be fun. Here we have
We should wait for matchups next week.
new matchups next week. All right, that's cool. Yeah.
I hope this is a kind of a test video.
This is
first
like
video.
our first video, guys. We're just trying to. We don't want to make it too boring. We want some suggestions.
Hope
or-
you'll like it. Throw some feedback our way. We want to have guest appearances.
If you had to close your laptop halfway through because you're fucking bored as shit, please let us know. We'll fucking start smoking some weed on the show. We wanted to find some weed. We called our weed man Will Collins. He didn't answer.
Will
so-
Collins and Trey
Will,
didn't come through with us.
we
So
need a gram, we need a
I called
gram.
Taylor too. So our 3 weed guys gonna come through.
But it was a lot of fun. I had a good time doing this. Cheers.
I had a great
everyone.
time. Cheers to me, my friend.
Oh yeah. Maybe,
All right,
here,
so-
let me spin the book on the way out. Whoop. I can do weird shit here.
All right. So for
That's a little entertaining, right? Yeah. But
so you've just exited Moose Time for the last.
don't worry, guys. This isn't the whole thing. This is just the tip. So we got plenty more to come.
See you next week. Just a tip.
Pierce Flanders, Commissioner Graham Hoynes, my co-host. We're out.
He loves saying that.
It's a lot of fun.